Hello, and what is going on, you guys? Hyperion-Blue-GT here. Let's get ready to go for round 3 in season 2 for the 2022 series of Gran Turismo World Series Nations Cup on Gran Turismo 7. Here we are for today's event. We are racing at Circuit De Spa-Francorchamps, where only 2 specified cars that we're using is the Dallara SF19 Super Formula with Toyota and Honda engine variant is about to get ready to go. Now we go on for the event schedule as a recap from round 2 at D Forest Raceway for the Gr.3 Class. It turns out that one of the 2 best recommended Gr.3 cars is the Subaru WRX Gr.4 and Nissan Silvia S15 Spec R Aero touring car turns out to become challenging and longer without having a pit stop to go endurance. But I cannot believe it because it's going to get much more excellent to have the hairpin is doing a most fine effort before moving on to take the final sector until proceed on to the next lap. But there is also to have 2 new racetrack has been yet revealed in Season 2. Group 3 category is now revealed to be racing in the no chicane layout of Circuit De Barcelona-Cataluna Grand Prix, and the Mazda Roadster touring car will be racing at Alsage Test Course in round 6. Good thing that highlighted to be yet revealed, but it's going to get much more brighter and excellent because of the main update has already arrived until now. So let's enter and choose a race entry will be available at a time. So I have to make sure to have some regulation and info what we need to do. 15 laps for the players up to 16 with a grid start with full start check by choosing 2 SF19 Super Formula cars with Toyota and Honda will be checked up and well specified to be at the determination. Going with the medium and soft racing compound tires will be required to be as a mandatory requirement. Salt check, BOP/tuning forbidden will be set to be on mid speed. Alright, so looks like it's going to get much more clear and race on to have a full course layout, and this time a barrier is now yet to be placed on turn number 3 to 5. It's going to get much more clear and safer without having some ignore track limit will be end up by having a result of the penalty. BOP regulation set up automatically in 639 horsepower to be on the power and the weight to be at 1,455 pounds. So let's do this. After spending with some long delays after round 1 and 2 to be currently in the Nations Cup by putting up with some instant replay, we'll have to take some longer delays. But I know this is going to have to take forever because the third round will be going much better or challenging to take the risk. But as always, if you're new to my YouTube channel, go and click the subscribe button, then leave a like and comment at the section down below. Check out the links on the description if you want to see more, and don't forget to click the bell for notifications on upcoming content videos in the later future. Now it is time to get ready to start the race. Let's begin. It's going to be a bright and sunny day in Circuit De Spa-Francorchamps for today's forecast is going to be having a 64.4 degrees Fahrenheit, and also to have a nice clear skies to have the SF19 Super Formula will be ready to go to take 15 laps. In about 36 seconds before the race begins, always make sure to get set up and choose any kinds of different tire compound to go first to be on the soft and go middle or the back to be on the medium compound. Gonna have to switch it up and go prepared, and this race is going to be a very tough risk opportunity because of the update by adding up with some adjusted performance and driving physics. So it also turns out to become much more great and more difficult ever since we have participated in round 1 of Toyota Gazoo Racing GT Cup. Here we go, and let's get started. Let's get it on to round 3 in Season 2 for the 2022 series Gran Turismo World Series Nations Cup, folks. SF19 Super Formula is now ready to go for the starting grid. Here we have PDS Jimbo 2 in first place, Lugs in second place is now at the ready. Third place, Xheric 16 is now entered to be on the bronze. SD Mixed Masker has arrived in position number 4. Karag in position number 5. Sixth place, D Stig is going to be very good to have a shell livery. I Mullen has arrived in position 7, and here's Bit Magnet in 8th place. 9th place, Kabu Kikiman has arrived, and looks like Sid XP in 10th place. 11th place, we have Fast Ginger _2 has arrived, including myself in 12th place for the UTRS Inspirtech livery. Warlord Block in 13th place. 14th place, we have TC. 15th place is Colorado is now ready to get on board. And for the last place, Ranger BD Sunday has now entered to be in the last position at the grid. Gonna get set and be prepared. 5 seconds to be on the red line and go for the green light. Here we go, folks. The race will go on, and one racer is having a false start check to be needed. So let's get prepared and drive careful onto turn number 1 for the third round in Season 2 for the Gran Turismo World Series 2022 series. Let's get it on and get prepared to be on the faster overtake to take on in Iral Rouge onto turn 3 to 5. But hold on, looks like it's going to get much more challenging and be more gentle. Exercise caution is the best option for the SF19. It's going to get crowded, so Inspirtech might have to be prepared for going a game plan. Slow down and take on in turn number 7 to be dived in, and press on to be at turn 8. Quick and simple, and go hard to be at the right turn in turn number 9. So press up and go quickly overtake until faster opponents will might have to catch up to each other. Dive down onto turn 10 clear. Turn 11 is going to be the next step, and there goes. Looks like two racers are about to gang up onto each other to be proceed onto the straightaway towards turn number 12 at the pole-on. Let's see how this race goes, and two of them, including PDX Jimbo 2, has been slowed down to be ends up onto position number 1 to position number 7 by dropping down. There you have it. Team UTRS Inspirtech is doing the spotlight. We'll have to keep proceed. And there you go. Looks like perfect time moment and slow down while Jimbo 2 is now press on to be in the 3rd sector to be coming back onto 7th place. And there it goes. Looks like 6 racers, including PDX Jimbo 2, is now going in to take turn number 17. Watch the camera and take turn 18. Going boosted on the overtake. Make sure use it wisely before proceed onto the chicane at number 19 and 20. Splendid good job, and gonna have to keep up. Looks like one driver just barely called out to be on the caution zone to be pull out the yellow flag. Lap number 1 clear. Move on in lap number 2. This race is gonna get much harder and more intense. Just like round 1 of Toyota Gazoo Racing GT Cup backed in from the very beginning. So now it's the Nations Cup will be step in to take a turn. Come on, she's going to have to keep pushing forward and proceed onto the overtake. 75% remaining onto the overtake gauge. Gonna have to use it wisely in case it'll have to go down by 0. Sector 1 clear. Here comes turn number 7 through 8. Team Inspirtech just barely pulled late braking to be very much careful. The penalty is going to be a very tough risk to be very much more monitor check until it'll have to take more chances, while Fast Ginger 2 in position number 9 will be pressed up in about 8 seconds to be going behind and up ahead for the number 9 driver. There he is right now. He's in the scene and quickest as a missile dash to see it. Or more like a running bullet to see how it goes. Alright, just gonna have to keep up and go to the campus on to number 13 and 14. Step up and keep pushing onto the overtake throttle to see how it turns, because the camera angle probably might have to stay focused to be on the hood cam. Sector 2 clear. Now gonna have to keep it careful on to Sector 3. Looks like it's Craig versus Team UDRS in Sportec. We're doing a side-by-side battle. We'll be coming in and take on turn number 18 by dodging through. But hold on, looks like we have one racer accompany. It's Warlow Lock to take turn number 19 to 20 to be going late braking and swoops in while the rear tire on the right is having a hard issue to be take some time to be going automatically repair. Here comes Lug's lap time, you guys. 1 minute 51.554 seconds. Incredible, much incredible, and doing ever long lasting lap to be put up onto the racing sub compound category will be step up and go for the lead. So that's how doing the racing soft tires is going to be a very first step to be on the front lines to see how top 3 racers will be start out to be on the soft racing compound tires rather than using the medium compound to be start out to be on the middle or the last. But I know this is going to be a very hard determination to gang up with some racing opportunities before entered onto the third round. So now let's see how Craig is going to have to take the scene to catch up to Fast Ginger 2 in the last minute. Looks like he's going right in to go offense to take turn 11. There goes another racer to be swoops in to be on the scene. Better make sure to have that cam footage to see it. Peloton in turn number 12. Looks like Team Insportec will have to take the scene and get on with it. Now we have Ranger is now going to have to take the next driver from behind before Insportec will have to go for another round to take a hard defense. Just like having the last race ever since from the very beginning from the different championship events, as I also said earlier. Here comes Sector 3, keep on racing and go hard. Fast Ginger 2 has been overtaken by Craig to be moved on in position 8 before the 7th place driver steps up and keep going faster smoothly without losing amount of grip. But here it comes. 3 drivers have entered to be on the final turns in number 19 through 20 at the chicane. There we go. Fast Ginger 2 is now going to have to take that push and go overtake by entered lap number 4. Still in the same position and pull the brake at turn number 1 to go down onto turn number 2. Hold on, looks like a penalty will call in on Fast Ginger 2. Looks like that's not good. That's not good at all because that might have a bad news moment to see it. But we'll make sure to catch up onto the 3 racers who will have to take the battle for 6th place. Sorry about the camera because it also happens all the time when I'm using the overtake function. Now here comes Sector 2, gonna have to dive in and there's a 2-second penalty too. Gonna have to keep up and go faster onto the pace to take turn 10 again. Go hard right and make our way onto turn 11 by the left corner before proceed onto turn number 12 again. Going faster to speed up, take the hard left and be very careful to go off the track. This part of the lane is going to be very tricky for the SF19 Super Formula. We'll have to stay on edge. Gonna have to kick up and go to the campus once again. Looks like Fast Ginger 2 is now going to have to stay behind from Craig in position number 8 in about a few more seconds to go before proceed onto the penalty line to be forced to slow down. But here it comes. Looks like Fast Ginger 2 is slowing down by enter the penalty line. Ranger BD Sunday has now pressed on to be in position 10 while continuing the chase on Team UDRS Insportec to proceed forward on to number 9. There they are right now. Looks like Kabu Keyman is now going to be entered to be in the 7th position before proceed on to lap number 5. But there goes Ranger, enter the pits before proceed forward to be entered on to the end of lap number 4. Looks like Craig is now going to be slowed down and a 2-second penalty is in effect. There goes Team UDRS Insportec has a very good eyes on the check and be precision focused on to the 6th, 8th place driver by having a penalty effect. But there they go. Looks like he's going faster onto the overtake, side by side for Kabu Kingman and Craig before take turn number 7. Sector 1 clear and press on again on to turn number 8 to be dived in after turn 7. take turn number 9 at the Les Combies. And there you go. Craig is now currently to have 7th place by a penalty effect to be in use. But very good. But not yet to be at least for only a 7th place driver, where the penalty is still in effect. Looks like Kabu Cakeman is now going to have to take the chance to go right back to be on the number 7 position, while Team UDRS Inspotech is on the ongoing to be on the ropes. Going back to the campus and take the inside apex once again. Gonna have to work hard and faster to be well strategized whenever might have to take some more boost up overtake in about a few more seconds to go on the gap. Here it comes. Craig is about to enter the penalty line, and Kabu Kakuman is now proceed forward to be at position number 7. There goes Team Inspotech coming back on to position number 8 to be fast forward onto turn number 18 to be get passed in onto 19 and 20 at the chicane in the final corner. Splendid work and excellent racing patient moment. Way to keep at it and go and enter in lap number 6. Better make sure to have the medium compound racing tires. Will have to go for the first stop, and the second leg is going to have to do a soft racing compound tires. We'll have to keep up and stay focused to be on the offense to be ongoing. Here comes turn number 3 to 5 at the Era Rouge. Gonna have to keep pass on and stay well check. Penalty, no check for Team Inspotech. 100% clear, and oh man, looks like this is not good. This is definitely not good to see it. It's Fast Ginger 2 accidentally took a contact at Team UDRS Inspotech by an accident. This is going to be so very difficult to see this instant replay. Ouch. Talk about having a tough, fierce spun out and recovery by having a rear bumper damage for Team Inspotech's chassis on the SF19 Super Formula for the Toyota engine variant. Didn't see that coming, because always make sure to have the radar in case, because when it gets too close by using the overtake function, that one might have to be pushing the opponent off the track by preventing a spin out. This is going to be so very difficult to see that part of the instant replay. But I mean, how embarrassing indeed for Fast Ginger 2. So now here comes Lungs and X-Rig 16 to enter the pits for having first stop to be using for the soft racing compound tires. Better make sure to stop at lap number 7 at the end, so we have to make sure to keep an eye out, because it will might have to take some time and gonna have to go overtake by any one SF19 racer at a time. So there it goes. Lap number 6 towards the end for Team Inspotech. We'll have to get set up and do the first stop before switched up from the medium into soft racing compound tires. We'll do the main mandatory requirements. Gonna have to wait until one racer car is gonna have to step up and enter the pit lane to have a short second amount of time. All the team is waiting for Team Inspotech. We'll have to get set and switched up to have the platform will be lifted up to be at the ready. All good to go. Coming out at turn 1 to be passed by and exit the pit. Drop down from a current position into number 13. Lap number 7 is on the way, and let's keep going. Looks like Lungs is now doing a good run in about a minute 51.554 seconds to be updated onto the fastest lap. And there's D-Stig in position number 2, followed by PDX Jimbo 2 in 3rd place. Look at those two go. They are going right at it to be entered in the bronze and silver position to be on the ropes. And there they go right at it, you guys. Press on to be currently in sector number 3. Take on turn number 17 through 18 until stop at turn number 19 and 20 at the chicane. D-Stig and PDX Jimbo 2 is going to have to stay on top of each other to have a few more gap distance away from each other, while Lungs is stay in position number 1 to take the lead. And there goes D-Stick to be entered the pits by putting up the soft racing compound tires. Better make sure to have few other racers, including the top 5 runners, will have to take the chance and go proceed on to a different position. Looks like D-Stick is now staying in the pits until the medium compound tires will be called in. And there goes Craig moving on in position number 3 along with Marlin in position 2. And there you have it. Looks like Craig is now staying ongoing to be at the 3rd position, while the 4th place driver moves on and stay forward to be currently to take the chase to be continue on. But now let's have a good check to have Team Insportec for doing another scene before entered onto lap number 8. Still in the current position, nothing else happened by the update, but we'll make sure that the final race entry is going to be having a perfect chance without having skipping part by interruption in about 2 or 3 seconds for an absurd amount of time. Just like 2 rounds from the Manufacturers Cup as always, because I know this is going to be a very hard time to do some longer delays ever since from the start of the second season in the Manufacturers Cup and Nations Cup. But now it also comes in to take the 2nd sector for Team UDRS Insportec in about 9.4 seconds on to Ben Magnet in position number 12. But it looks like Colorado is now currently to be at number 14 to be in the scene. 0.8 seconds behind, and Team Insportec will have to take a few more push to go and save a plenty amount of overtake in about 50% remaining. But heads up, looks like one push-up driver is about to be coming in towards Team Insportec's current position. Better step up and go for the quick defense to be at the go. Come on, just gonna have to keep right in because the mid-speed is gonna have to do some quick work. There goes Craig in the pits. Now looks like Kabu Keyman has now entered to be going back onto 3rd place. Marlin is still currently in position 2, but there goes Lugs in position number 1 to stay in the lead. Now we have Warlord Log is now entered to be in the pit by having a medium compound tires, but there goes Colorado in position 13, overtakes at Team Insportec. Stay on the edge and keep pushing forwards. Lap number 9 in about 6 more remaining. Gonna have to go hard and stay on to the... Oh no, oh man, I cannot believe it. Colorado just took a spun out after taking turn number 1 hairpin check to be at La Source. Let's see the instant replay to see how it happens. Colorado should probably might have to stay focused to be on the maintain grip whenever it happens to be in a troubling situation. But thank goodness, because I just barely took a clear spot to be entered in position number 12 to be in one piece. So let's move on and keep racing to stay on the edge in turn number 7 through 9 at Les Combes before Bruxelles in turn 10. Accelerate and gonna have to go hard pressure to be at turn 11. It's gonna be a long run in about 13 seconds to catch up to Craig. Let's keep going and keep trying. It's gonna have to take forever for exactly 30 minutes ever since the start of the race. So far so close, but almost barely break through onto the 13 seconds. Now gonna have to go down in about 12 seconds remaining by the decimal of 0.9 seconds remaining. On to the last minute, we have X-Rig16 has now entered to be in 3rd place by having a comeback moment while continuing to chase to catch up to Marlin in position 2. But however, because it also had to take many racers will have to take a long, some few pit stops will be switched up and go automatically will be coming out after taking turn 1. 12th place for Team Insportec. Looks like Kabu Kekiman has now proceed on to position number 11 in about 10 seconds. 9 seconds remaining to be dropped by and get through. Come on, let's kick it up a notch and take turn number 3 to 5 at the Iral Rouge. Going on to be at the Camel Straight. Pushing up and break through onto the 0.5 second in around 8 seconds to be on the length of the distance. There we go, just gonna have to break through. In about 7 seconds remaining, Team UTRS Insportec in the same SF19 Super Formula with a base blue color and carbon fiber variation will have to stay on track and keep pushing through to be on the ropes. But now Kabu Kekiman is now going to have to stay on edge while the yellow flag signal just barely called in. But I mean, let's see and check it out for the investigation to be on to the instant replay. Okay, well, I guess the part might have a perfect sense. It's D-Stig is now dropped down onto position 11 while Team Insportec proceeds onto the second sector towards the end until entered onto sector 3. But in about 2.5 seconds onto D-Stig, Team Insportec will have to go for the chance and move on to be climb up on. Come on, just gonna have to keep pushing forward. Gonna have to fight my way and get through. Turn number 19 and 20 chicane. Here I go and proceed at the end of lap number 10. 4 more laps to go. Lap number 11 is on the way. And there goes PDX Jimple 2 in position number 3 to be coming back ever since to be entered to be on the top 5 position, folks. Excuse me. Okay, yellow flag is now added again. Keep an eye out. And there goes Ranger BD Sunday has now dropped down onto position 10. D-Stig is now climbing back to be in the same position while Ranger drops down onto position 11. And there goes Team Insportec to take the scene onto turn 7 through 8 by entering sector 2 after leaving the end of sector 1. 1.5 seconds remaining left before Insportec will have to proceed onto the overtake to be passed on to take number 11 until D-Stig will have to be as the next main opponent. But there they are. Looks like X-Rig 16 has left the lobby and there's only 15 drivers remaining for only one last chance to be in the last resort entry to be in the lobby session. Come on, just gonna have to get through and take that campus on to turn number 13 and 4 to go and take number 15. Almost still got this. Looks like I'm All In has entered the pits while SD Mixmaster is now going to be entered on to position 3. Mixmaster is going to have to proceed forward to be on the bronze position until the 4th place driver will have to take the chance and go quicker to be soon as possible. After taking turn 19 and 20, 2 racers in position 9 and 10, D-Stig and Ranger BD Sunday is now entering onto the 12th lap, while Team UTRS Insportec proceed onto turn number 1 by coming out and 1 racer is at the pits. 3 SF19 race cars accompany, 1 UTRS Insportec will have to go for a long distance challenge. Let's get it on and take the El Rouge after taking turn number 5 to be at number 6 at the Camel Straight. Keep pushing forward. The tire wear effect is going to be quite putting up with some different effects. It also lasts forever during the second run. 1.5 seconds remaining. Turn 10 is on the way, and there goes a yellow flag signal to be pulled out. I bet it might be happens because let's see another instant replay. Alright, so I have a close call to see it, but I had to stay much more focused because during the part of the competition is going to have to do some main focus on 3 racers who will have to take the battle for 7th place. But I mean 8th place not to mention it because it's going to have to... Oh no, man, I cannot believe it. Daniel Stig just really spun out to be off the track. Clearly, D-Stick just really took a perfect chance to go clean when taking turn number 14 at the campus. That instant replay just really took an intense, shocking moment. I should not rather want to do that because I've always preferred to be on the clean racing edge. So now, press on to be at position 10, going in to take the chicane at number 19 and 20, pushing in forward and proceed on to lap number 13. Now it also comes in to have Sid XP while Craig is now going for the recovery after taking turn 1. There goes Team UDRS Insportec moves on in position number 9. In about a few more seconds to go remaining, and hold on, looks like Craig just received a chat message to be received by saying what? But hold on, looks like that might have an expected company. It's Sid XP answers to be in the scene. Looks like Team Insportec won't stand a chance. And there goes turn number 7 to be entered onto Sector 2 again. Stay on track and keep pushing. Les Combes is always meant to become as a challenging corner for every F1 race cars, including the SF19 Super Formula. By the exact reference and difference to be well similarity to be racing in Circuit De Spa-Francorchamps. Now going down onto turn 12, gonna have to take the hard left and stay on the mobility grip while taking a focus on Craig in position 8. Enter the campus again onto number 13 and 14. Better stay careful and move on in turn 15 at the end of sector 2. Third sector at the end of lap number 13. So gonna have to keep pushing, and 0.9 seconds up ahead for Craig in position 8, folks. He's gonna have to try to push away from Team Insportec and about a few more length of the gap by exactly 1 second before entered onto the final turn chicane. And there it goes. Craig is gonna have to try to shake it off and gonna have to get through. Team UDRS Insportec is not giving up. 14 lap is on proceed and press on to be at the first turn hairpin at La Source. Come on, just gonna have to keep pushing through. After taking turn through, now gonna have to go onto the Hyperion Rouge again. Going up and press on to be at the Camel. 1.6 seconds away from Team Insportec, while Craig in position 8 will have to get through until entered onto turn 7 by sector 2 to proceed onto number 8 through 9. Come on, just gonna have to keep pushing. 8th place will have to do the same spot once again. Going hard on turn 10. Gonna keep it careful. And going through on to turn 11. Anywhere we go and any strategy when it takes. Come on, just gonna have to keep pushing forward, so let's see how the top 3 racers is still doing okay. On to the last minute, looks like Lugs is still in the lead before proceed on to the final lap. It also comes down to this before at the end of the 3rd round in the Nations Cup in the 2022 series for the 2nd season. There goes, Lugs is still currently to take the lead along with PDX, Jimbo 2 in 2nd place, followed by SD Mixmaster in position number 3. But hold on, looks like last minute check to be well checked out to see it. It's Rollo Look to be dropped down and automatically to go back on the track. So that means Insportec takes that perfect comeback onto 8th place, just like round 1 of Toyota Gazoo Racing GT Cup for the first time ever to be yet seen in Gran Turismo 7. First for the exclusive One Make Race series for the Toyota engine variant, second for the 3rd round in the Nations Cup, 2 exact difference, and 2 events by the elements to be ends up onto 8th place for Team UDRS Insportec. I also did pretty well and go well competitive to stay on track and be more focused to be precision. How challenging can it be? and it will have to take one more chance to go before the final lap has already here and now. Let's get it on and move on forward to be at 8th place to take the final showdown. But here it comes. Looks like Warlord Loke has now going to be pressed on to be on the offense. Pack up and go defense for Team UDRS Insportec to have the soft racing compound tires to be going ever long lasted. And there it goes. Lungs have taken the first position in round 3 in season 2 for the 2022 Gran Turismo World Series Nations Cup. What a stunning, excellent, long-lasted win. Good job, Lungs. You did a very good, proud job moment to take the lead and podium finish to have a number 1 spot to be as a winner. But looks like PDX Jimbo 2 has finished in 2nd place. SD Mixmaster has finished in 3rd. All the racers have proceeded after taking turn 19 and 20, but here it comes because the hard risk will have to take that final chance. Warlord Loke has now going to have to take that position 8 to go forward and team out onto 9th place by breaking the exact element from round 1 of Toyota Gazoo Racing GT Cup until then Nations Cup ends up to be in position number 9 for Team UDRS Insportec. Close call and barely successful to be achieved to be stay on track. Now that's competition, you guys. Now that's a very difficult competition for 2 engine variants of the SF19 Super Formula. Round 3 is perfectly complete to be part of the racing highlights, folks. Now that's competition. No drivers by having a 1-minute penalty check. That's all good and pretty safe for now. Clearly for Fast Ginger 2 by having a 2-second penalty, but just gonna have to go for having a clear average to be as a minor notice. But good job, folks. Good job, and that race is very difficult for round 3. Whew. What a tough race. What a very absolute tough race for round 3 for today's event. So it also comes down to have a very good, excellent standings to be in the top 3 position. Lugs have taken 1st place to be at the victory win for the 3rd round in the Nations Cup. Good job for Lugs to be congratulations. 2nd place goes to PDX. Jimbo 2 have ended up onto the silver position. 3rd place, SD Mixmaster have finished in 3rd. Good job and very good proud moment to have 3 racers to be well challenging and go experts. Congratulations you 3 and very good job. Oh, and by the way, you guys, because Lungs is also to have a very good, excellent, good game moment to take the lead. That's how he did a perfect job moment to be as a 2nd account to be temporarily, but, well, I guess that's Lungs' victory win for round 3 in the Nations Cup. So let's see how the chat interactions might be turned out to be on the history. Alright, so looks like Warlord Loke has actually received a endorsed comment. Thanks for the clean race. You're very welcome, Warlord Loke. Well, I don't know, it's hard to pronounce his username because it's definitely might be very difficult to pronounce it. Oh yeah, almost forgot about the replay to be saved. I almost forgot about it. Now that's game, you guys. I cannot believe it. So awesome and very challenging to be ever long lasted for only 1 pit stop and switched up to be in the different compound category is going to be much more tightened up and challenging situation. But exactly for Fast Ginger 2, just choose up and use the other side of the track before going for the overtake. But I mean, it's definitely might be quite very harder to take that accidentally contact, but I'm not mad at Fast Ginger 2. Just gonna have to do one important tip. Give some extra room and gonna have to take much more straight before the turn corner will have to go right in. Tonight's competition for having a 3-day weekend has already begun. Nations Cup is complete before round 3 of the Manufacturers Cup Season 2 starts tomorrow, before the final race of Toyota Gazoo Racing GT Cup will be taking place to be at Sardinia Windmills for the Toyota Gr.3 RC High Performance 1st Edition 2020. the third round is complete. Moving on and proceed forward to be in the next round in the fourth race is going to be at the no chicane session of Circuit De Barcelona-Cataluna Grand Prix layout. Group 3 category will be step up and go challenging with no chicane effect, but it turns out that the similarity by having with or without chicane is going to have to do some exact difference by doing some research. But I mean, it's going to be quite very cool and much more piece of cake, and also to have some same corners to be as usual. But after all, because the no chicane is going to be a very good, excellent new track layout added to Gran Turismo 7 as part of August 2022 update. Alright, let's get back to the garage and get myself prepared after having a long wait to be on the roulette ticket. Good thing having a perfect moment to have one ticket available before the next day. But I'm already working on it because filling out with some more tickets by every single day for having one perfect practice to do some exact daily workout. So here I go, and let's see which ticket should I pick. How about this one by exactly September 19, 2022. Let's get ready to use it and see which prize should I get. Come on, it's going to be having 5 card selection. Pick one of them is going to be my best rarity choice. Sounds like this is going to be my very good perfect pick. The Genesis G70 3.3 T AWD-P package 2022. Exactly to become as a luxury premium car. I'll have to take that and register to the car index for a collection. Sweet roll car and very fine luxury made by Genesis. Stored in the garage, and gonna have to do one check for the car collection. Okay, let's see, which one is the G70? I just barely passed by, so let's have a good look. An all-wheel drive Genesis sports sedan powered by a potent twin-turbo V6. Much more beautiful and very excellent to have a 4-door sedan. Very awesome and premium package. Well, I haven't worked so hard ever since the start of August 2022 update, but I have to go down to do a different game plan idea, so I have to make sure to start out with the Nations Cup for having 3 video uploads and the other 3 on the Manufacturers Cup. 2 events on Porsche Esports Challenge USA on round 3 and 4, along with the other 2 events on round 6 and 7 of Toyota Gazoo Racing GT Cup. It's like I'm having a hard time trying to come up with some very creative ideas by putting up with some instant replay during the part of the gameplay competition. But of course, because skipping part might be having a glitch for only 2 and 3 seconds by a certain amount of time, because it's happened all the time for every PlayStation gamers who actually tried to record it by come up with a very good perfection moment with no interruption. But I mean, automatically glitch doesn't like coming in to have this further interruption. But I'll make sure that things will might have to go currently to get filled out and work simultaneously by doing one video upload at a time. Alright folks, time to wrap this up before at the end of the video, so just gonna have to make sure to have the 3-day weekend has already continued on after the 3rd round of the Nations Cup. Thank you for watching on my video in Gran Turismo 7 folks. I hope you enjoyed. Just go subscribe to my YouTube channel for a like, comment, and click the bell for notifications on upcoming content videos if you'd like to see. And don't forget to follow me on any social media platforms like DeepNetArt, Instagram, GT Planet, Twitter, and more to see for my own image artwork like UDRS liveries, Total Drama fan art with card liveries, and more whenever you're welcome at any time. I'll be seeing you guys next time on Gran Turismo 7, and I look forward to see you again in the next video. Keep on racing, stay clean.